I do have a few terms that I use regularly in my coaching work, and that I think many people, especially of my generation and older, are not maybe as up on. I'm just going to throw a few out there, and you all can kind of consider what might stick for you. So, comet is a relationship with a person who lives in another location and who you see only infrequently, maybe one or two times a year, for somewhat short term, intensive dating, sex, or connection. You may or may not be in a lot of contact between, like a comet that circles our solar system or our galaxy. We see it, it burns bright, it passes, it's on a predictable schedule, but it's not a regular part of the night sky. A growing trend is living together apart. We're living apart together. Committed partners who choose for any number of reasons to live in separate houses. This used to be seen as a big no-no, or even the mini version that my partner and I use, which is sleep divorce. I'm a terrible sleeper. I'm a sleepwalker, sleep talker, just absolute nightmare when I'm trying to sleep and he's trying to sleep. So we sleep in separate bedrooms. And this is a growing trend that many people don't acknowledge because it is seen as, oh, you're in trouble. That means something's wrong. No, it just means we're both better when we've slept, right? So finding ways that work for you. Relationship anarchy is a radical left position towards relationships that completely reject societal norms and instead designs every relationship entirely on mutual consent, communication, and the unique desires of the people who are involved. Ethically non-monogamous partnerships. This is people who are deeply committed to each other, but have made agreements outside of traditional monogamy, meaning there's space for them to see other people sexually, emotionally, or intimately with people other than their maybe anchor partner or nesting partner. Monogamish is one of my favorite terms. This was popularized by sex advice columnist Dan Savage to describe a mostly traditional, primarily monogamous relationship, emotionally committed and exclusive, but allows for occasional sexual or flirtation activity with other people, like making out or a one-off sexual encounter if you're out of town. And those terms can be decided by the people who are in that relationship. And then the last one I'm mentioning, which I think is, really growing in importance, is conscious monogamy. And this is the active choice, right? Getting on the escalator or stepping into something that from the outside might look traditional, but that it is not defaulted to by societal standards. And it involves deliberately defining who are we? Who are we to each other? What is important? What helps you feel loved? What is safety? What does loyalty look like to you? How do you know that I'm in your corner? And that this is really requires us to continue having ongoing discussions because we change.